Generative AI is taking over everything. It's a statement that seems like a truism these days. From now on, we'll have to coexist with generative AI, algorithms, and robots. But are there some values that we would treasure more than efficiency? Meet Trader Joe's, a US supermarket chain. In the age of generative AI, Trader Joe's is attracting consumers by its own humanity, rather than adapting automation and efficiency. In recent trend reports, there's a concern about what it means to be human in the era of generative AI. For example, the keyword being human from 2024 Global Consumer Trends Report by Mintel gives us a lot of things to think about. The report emphasizes that in a world dominated by mechanized algorithms, we should bring human emotion to generative AI technology. As humans adapt to new technology, they find it both helpful and threatening. We humans also experience tech fatigue. To overcome tech fatigue and balance the benefits of technology with humanity, people would get interested more and more in services that focus on humanized communication and empathy. There are some things that only humans can provide. When we think of brands with a human touch in the US, grocery store chain Trader Joe's is one of the first to come to mind. Trader Joe's started in 1967. The chain is famous for selling fresh organic foods in cheap prices. It also has products that are hard to find in other supermarkets. Trader Joe's now has about 570 stores across the states and calls itself a neighborhood grocery store. The stores aren't actually that large, averaging 12,000 square feet. Compared to Walmart, which has over 4,600 stores in the US alone, with an average store size of 106,000 square feet, it's just the size of a local supermarket. Trader Joe's sells about 4,500 products, which is only 1/10 of its competitors. Its annual revenue is $16 billion, which is also small compared to Walmart and Whole Foods. But what's amazing is that it generates twice as much revenue per square foot as Whole Foods and 4 times as much as Walmart or Kroger. It means that Trader Joe's is maximizing its profit than the other grocery stores that have the same size of the store. Trader Joe's is running its business more efficiently. Customers are spending more money at Trader Joe's, even though it has much less products. Trader Joe's has a lot of loyal customers. It's rarely missing from lists of American consumers' favorite grocery stores. The grocery chain is unique. It doesn't have an online store. It doesn't have a delivery service. It certainly doesn't offer curbside pickup. Also, it hasn't partnered with delivery companies like Instacart, so customers must visit the store to shop. During the pandemic, customers were demanding online orders for pickup and delivery. But Trader Joe's always said, "I know everyone else is doing it, but we don't have a plan." One of the reasons why they refused online ordering system was price. E-commerce is expensive, so instead of spending money to build an online shopping system, delivery infrastructure, and so on, Trader Joe's chose to focus on keeping prices low for customers to buy in their stores. Second, it's the stores that make Trader Joe's so special. They want customers to actually visit the store, which is a completely different experience from buying online. But when you visit Trader Joe's, you could tell that the aisles are too narrow, so you're going to keep bump into people. There are no discount coupons, no rewards program to collect points. What's even more shocking, there are no self-checkout lanes like you'd find in almost every supermarket these days. There's one thing Trader Joe's has more than its competitor. It's their chatty employees that you could only meet in the stores. It's a story told in the book Build a Brand Like Trader Joe's. The author, who is an advertising executive, went undercover for a year to find out why Trader Joe's has so many loyal customers. What he found out was that Trader Joe's employees were ready to listen and talk to other people as if they were born with empathy. If a customer picked up dog food, employees were ready to stop by and say, "Oh, are you buying dog food? What kind of dog do you have? What's his name?" And so on. In other supermarkets, employees usually don't organize the shelves during business hours because it distracts customers from shopping. But at Trader Joe's, they purposely walk down the narrow aisles to organize the shelves. They are trying to interact more with customers, help them find products they can't find, and also recommend their favorite products. Same things happen at the checkout lanes. When a customer grabs something out of the shopping bag, the cashier says, "Oh, I really enjoyed it, but there's something else that goes really good with it. Did you see it?" Then the customer goes back to get the product the cashier recommended, while the cashier is chatting with the other customer who is waiting behind the line. Trader Joe's is the best place for employees to chit-chat with the customers. In last August, rumors swirled that Trader Joe's was planning to add self-checkout lanes. Trader Joe's executives went on a podcast to deny the rumors, saying, "That's as false can be, because we believe in people, and we're not trying to get rid of our crew members for efficiency's sake." They don't want to burden the customers, but they also think Trader Joe's is a place that really cares about customers. It's not just Trader Joe's that's against self-checkouts. Last November, Booths, the high-end supermarket chain in the UK, announced that it would be removing self-checkouts, leaving only 2 of its 28 stores. Booths explains, "We are a business that prides ourselves on the high standards and high levels of warm personal care. We like to talk to people, and we're really proud that we're moving largely to a place where our customers are served by people, by human beings. So rather than artificial intelligence, we're going for actual intelligence." Booths attracted a fair amount of attention, because it was the first time for a major supermarket chain to officially ditch the self-checkout lanes, which is the opposite of what supermarkets like Tesco and Sainsbury's in the UK and Kroger in the US are doing. Those supermarket chains have converted all of their checkout lanes to self-checkouts. Some stores have taken self-checkouts a step further and are pushing for extreme efficiency with technology, such as Amazon Go, which has introduced Just Walk Out technology that allows customers to simply pick up their items and walk out the door. Or Sam's Club's Scan and Go, which allows customers to scan an item's barcode and pay with an app. Walmart recently introduced a service that uses an algorithm to identify frequently purchased items and automatically restock the refrigerator to save customers time. But we can learn from the unmanned store like Amazon Go that when we overemphasize technology, supermarkets can lose its identity. The lesson here is that you need to think about whether your customers are ready to embrace technology before you introduce it. Recently, big supermarket chains like Walmart and Costco are planning to cut back self-checkout lanes. There are growing complaints that self-checkout lanes are prone to theft and machine malfunctions, and that they often take up more time than they should, such as having to wait for someone to come by when you want to purchase age-restricted items like alcohol. From a business perspective, it's not exactly a labor-saving measure, as they still need to have employees to help customers. When I recently visited Trader Joe's, a coworker of mine excitedly told me how the cashier was complimenting about the wine and the frozen pizza he chose. These are the little things that can really make us feel good. It seems like the challenge these days is to find a balance between convenience of technology and human connection. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like. Thank you.